Hey everyone, this is Brandon Manny. My wife is Megan. And what I wanted to do is just take a quick, maybe 15, 20 minutes and show you how we've been using Facebook and Facebook ads to generate leads for the Works business. Just yesterday alone, I'll just give you a couple stories. Yesterday, I turned on an ad, no, actually two ads, and within about 3 hours, we got five texts, and then somebody inboxed me. So, and all of that was less than $1. And so some people think that, oh, you got to spend a lot of money on ads. Not really. I mean, you set your daily budget, so you could set your daily budget as $1, or maybe it's $5. I usually do $5, and I'll kind of walk you through what we've been doing lately. But what I wanted to do is just kind of show you how to set up a fan page, and then from there, then you can start doing dark post ads, which are ads that nobody sees them. They're not going to fall within your news feed. Like if somebody goes to your page, they're not going to see that. They're dark posts, and so you can target specific niches, nurses or teachers, stay-at-home moms, whatever your niche is. You can target those so that only those people see that ad. And it'll maybe kind of look something like this, where it's like, it says sponsored. Here's the fan page. So I'll just kind of take you through it step by step. Along the way, if you have any questions, just write your questions down, and then we can talk about it later. You can text me, or I can help you kind of set this stuff up. But first thing you're going to need to do is create a fan page. And so, I don't know if you caught that, but right over here it says create a page. Boom. And then usually I create, branded product. And then I usually do health and beauty. And then now you need to name your page. And so I'll just kind of pull one out of my hat. So, Skinny Wraps USA, let's just do Skinny Tummy Wraps. Let's just go USA. We'll just keep it simple. I'm not going to create this page. I will, but I'm not going to build it out and that kind of stuff. So for training purposes, let's just kind of skip through all that stuff. But you're going to want to add some text to it. If you have a website, pictures, but for now, let's just skip it. Here's how you upload your pictures. You guys know how to create fan pages, but it's pretty simple. Skip, skip, skip. So you can have, Facebook marketing. I mean, if you really want to get into it, you could probably generate hundreds and hundreds of leads, because if you just take this one fan page, what's stopping me from creating 50 fan pages and then having ads targeting all these specific niches? I mean, the more ads you run, the more leads you get. And it's pretty simple. It's just all about marketing and internet marketing. But say I created this page. I'm going to add a picture. I'm going to add a banner. Before I put ads, you want to put at least maybe 15, 20 posts on it, so that it looks like, it's something worth following, so that they can like it. So you want to put some stuff. Maybe it's before and after pictures. Maybe it's just health stuff, health in general, just health-related posts or whatever. So build it out a little bit. When you click about, put some content in there, put some text. And you can just copy that from one page to the next. So you just create the text one time, and you can just copy it over from page to page. Fan pages, the more you have, the better. That's fine. Do you have to create 50 fan pages? No, because maybe you just want to create one and then run multiple dark post ads so that nobody sees. So, I mean, there's a variety of different ways of doing things, but okay, we got the page set up. Now, to create a dark post, which is something that, it's not going to be within this newsfeed, you're going to need to use Google Chrome. So you're going to need Google Chrome is the browser, but Facebook Power Editor. You're going to need to use Power Editor for creating dark posts. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to upload some changes real quick, and then download Power Editor, which should be pretty quick. And then you'll see my fan page. It should pop up as we go along. I'll show you that after this gets done downloading. Okay, so if I go over and manage ads, let's do this. Let's manage pages. First thing I'm gonna do, the one we just created, I think it was called Skinny Tummy Wraps USA. So that's the fan page. I'm gonna want to click on that, and then you click up here. You go to back back to ads, and then what you're going to want to do is create an ad for that fan page. So here's where it shows create ad. So I'm going to click on that plus box, and then let's just, for the sake of training, let's just call this nurses. Let's just go after nurses for this particular example. So let's just create a new campaign. Let's just call it nurses 3 or whatever it would be. Now, I always buying type. I always keep this auction. I always just keep that as is. You know, there's a lot of different things you can do for Facebook. So for the top one says clicks to website. If you want somebody to, if you want to redirect them to a landing page where you're capturing emails and that kind of stuff, then you're going to want to use clicks to website. For me, what's been working lately for us has been page post engagement, which basically means you're paying, say, 10 cents for a like or a comment or a share. So it's really cheap just to get some interaction going. So I've been using that. It's not redirecting them to a website. It's just basically kind of getting some interaction going. So page post engagement, create new, let's just call it nurses. No rhyme or reason to what I'm titling these. Doesn't really matter in my case, but I just want to show you what's going on. So we're just targeting nurses, page post engagement auction. Okay, let's create that. All right, so now it's up here. It's inactive. We got to create the ad. So down here, you know, it says creative. So that's where you're going to create the ad, the text, the image, the, you know, that kind of stuff. And then you got to choose your audience, which is, for us, is going to be nurses. I'll show you how to do that. And then we got to optimize the pricing. So creative, you know, we already said it's a page post engagement. And then, you know, we need to pick the fan page that we want. So we said, you know, skinny tummy wraps USA. So that's the fan page that we're going to try and build out with likes and that kind of stuff. But you want to create new text. So you just create new, and then, you know, what I usually do is I write out text on like a Word file, or this is Pages because it's a Mac. But you know, just create the text, and I just copy it. I'm just going to paste it over. But you know, I'm just going to say, attention nurses, who else is ready to join and transform their financial situation? You know, we're looking for 5 to 10 outgoing, energetic people. Da, 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 da. I mean, you can kind of read this. I mean, if you want to use it for yourself, you can. It's been pulling for us. There's so many niches and different things. Maybe you want to change it a little bit, but I mean, there's how many hundreds of millions of people on Facebook. I'm not going to worry about you stealing my ad, but you know, this is what it looks like. Basically, I'm just going to copy it, and at the bottom of it, there's got to be a call to action. So at the end of this, I say, if this sounds like fun, do this. Text yes to, you know, Megan's phone number. I'm writing this as if Megan wrote it. I'm just trying to generate leads for Megan. You know, she, you know, the business is, you know, it's a female-driven business for the most part, and so my job is just kind of funnel leads to her. And then we'll do other trainings too, where it's, you know, say if somebody texts you, they say yes. Okay, then what? How are you going to close these people? How are you going to get on the phone with them? How are you going to show them the business, and how are you going to close them? We'll talk more about that later. So they can text you, they can inbox, or just comment below. Okay. Oftentimes, if they comment and they say, "Tell me more information," okay, I'll comment them back, but then I'll hide that post. You can hide it so that other It Works distributors aren't going to say hijack my leads. So you can hide it where only the person that wrote it can see it, and only you can see it. So that's something to do, is just kind of follow your posts and your ads as you go along. So, all right, I copied this text. Now what? Now we go over to here, and then we're just going to paste it in there. So there it is. So there's my text. It's all written out. Now as far as image, what I generally do, I just use our family, you know, describe like a happy family. If you have one of yourself, that's been pulling for us, just a happy family. The thing you have to remember about Facebook is, though, it can't be more than 20% text. So when you look at an image, you can't have an image that's loaded full of text. It's got to be 20% or less. So for us, we just use our family picture, and it's been pulling well for us, and that's what we use. So, you know, as far as where I paste it, I don't really ever do the right columns, so I'm going to uncheck that, but I'll do desktop newsfeed and I'll do mobile newsfeed. So I want it right in their middle of their newsfeed as they're scrolling. Okay, so that's where I'm going to put the ad. And you can kind of see it over here. It's Now this is what it's going to look like. Skinny Tummy Wraps USA. That's the page I just created, sponsored Intention Nurses, and then our picture. And it's just the whole idea is to get likes, get people commenting, and get people texting you, because once they click on see more, they're going to have the call to action at the bottom of that. So that's going to get your phone hopefully ringing with texts. So the next thing you need to do is click on audience and figure out who you're going to target. There's so many different niches, from teachers to dental hygienists or chiropractors, whatever you want to target. But for our purposes, let's say, okay, I'm going to target USA. I'm going to do ages 24 to, let's just say, 45, and then let's do women, 24 to 45 women. Now, don't worry about this stuff, demographics. Here's where it gets interesting, because this is where you need to target your niche. So for nurses, if you type in nursing by itself is 31 million people, but chances are, those are just people that like nursing. That doesn't mean they're nurses themselves, okay? But if they're nursing school, maybe that's would be an okay niche, because the chances are they're either going to become a nurse, or maybe they're a teacher of some sort. So let's do nursing school, and then usually I try and do like some type of association. So if they're let's see here. Nursing, American Nurses Association. So let's just do those two. So nurses, that pulls about 1.7 million people as far as the nursing school, 2.7. So between those two, I'm at about 1.16 million people in the U.S. that are female, age 24 to 45. So that's a pretty good size of people. So let's just do those two niches for now, or two groups, and see how it does. Other than that, the bottom of that, really don't worry too much about the bottom of that stuff. So you just got to pick your niche, or pick your group that you're wanting to target. Age, demographic, where they live. The next thing you need to do is optimize it for pricing. I always just keep this as is. I'm not going to, say I want to spend 50 cents per click or this kind of stuff. I'm just going to optimize it, because that, the two ads that I'm running now are, one's pulling at 10 cents and then one's pulling at, I think, 19 cents or 18 cents or thereabouts. That's where you want to get it. You don't want to be paying $1 per comment or $1 per like. If that's the case, to probably turn it off and then start over with it, maybe trying a different ad or something different, but give it a few days, because it just slowly comes down in price. It might start out at, say, 80 cents, 90 cents, but then eventually, hopefully it'll get down to 15, 20 cents. Like in our case, I'm paying 10 cents for one of the ads that we're running, and that's the ones that pulled about 6 people yesterday in about 3 hours. So for under $1, you can't beat that for setting up phone calls and that kind of stuff. So, I set it at $5 a day. That's all I put. And rarely does it, when you're spending 10 cents a click, rarely does it even ever get to that point of where you're spending a full $5. Maybe I'm spending, $2 a day. But you just set your budget, daily budget, and then I'm ready to schedule this thing. So this thing's ready to roll. Then what you do once it's ready, then you go up here and click upload changes. So I'm just going to upload that. And then I'm just going to click on close, and it's this one where it says nurse. It says pending review. So, I'll get an email probably within 15, 20 minutes saying your ad has been approved, and then it's rolling. And then you just wait for the text, you wait for the commentary and that kind of stuff. You build up your likes, and then eventually, you can build up a following, and then just keep, post stuff once a day. Before and after pictures, and kind of keep in touch with these people. But so yeah, that's just kind of pending review, and that's pretty much all there is to it. There is a science to it. I'm not, by no means am I an Facebook expert, but we're getting better at it, and we gotta fine tune our closing, when we're getting on the phone with people and kind of sharing this opportunity. But, as we get better and better, we'll keep, training on it. We'll make some more videos and show you guys what we're doing. But, if you're kind of, you do events and you're spending a lot of time with parties and meetings and one-on-ones, that's all great. You have to have multiple pulls in the water. This is just another pull in the water of just generating, getting your phone buzzing and maybe some inbox messages going. It's just a way. There's so many people out there that are looking for work. They're sick of their job. They're sick of sitting at cubicles, and they're just looking for a way to make extra money. And if we can show them how to make an extra $600 or $1,200 or 2,000, whatever their goal is, this is just a way to kind of reach out to those people. So if you have any questions, I mean, I can always walk you through how to set up a campaign like this. My phone number is 612-325-0365. You can text me, you can call me, we can talk more about this. But yeah, I'd love to help you guys get some Facebook ads going so that you can generate some leads too. Last month alone, I think in September, we generated about between 50 and 60 new people. No, we didn't close them all. I mean, that's still something that we're working on. But Megan, when she's scrolling through her phone, she probably 50 to 60 people texted her wanting more information for very little. I think maybe we spent $70, $80 to get those 50 to 60 people. So, I mean, cost-wise, it is worth it. I mean, if you look at the number, like the return that you're getting, and it does make sense. So, anyway, if you have any questions, call me, and hopefully we'll talk soon. Thanks.